Oh, this streamer, this Hasan asshole. He's just getting himself in more and more trouble. I've never heard of him, but on Twitch, I guess he's huge. Twitch, for you boomers out there, for you not in the know, it's another platform to stream on. Twitch streamers, some of them very popular. They make a lot of money, as has this guy, this Hasan fucking muzzy douchebag Arab. And he goes on. I don't even know. I know he's like a liberal, and I don't even know what his show's about. But what I've learned over the past few days is during his show, he has his dog sitting on a dog bed behind him to the side, constantly on camera. And this dog will occasionally get up, spin around, lay back down, and it just sits there for hours and hours and hours. It's a prop. It's the guy's prop, which is kind of disgusting in a way. If he's keeping the dog there, I've never seen a dog that will lay somewhere for that long voluntarily. Some of them do. I get it. But every day, I mean, but who knows? Who knows what he's doing? The other day, the dog gets up and dared to step off of its bed. When this happened, Hasan saw in his monitor, I guess, behind him that the dog had gotten up. At this point, he goes, oh, and you see, now like this, you can't see his hands, right? But you see him look over, he reaches over for something that's on his desk. And then right when he does that, the dog goes, bark, and lays back down on the bed. And then he goes, oh, you're being a baby. You're spoiled. And then his chat starts going bullshit on screen. And the accusations start mounting that he is using a shock collar on his dog. And he had just shocked the dog for daring to step off the bed because that's one of his props. He can't have his dog walking around his set. So he shocks the dog, and people are not happy. He's got a huge audience, so there's a bunch of people making excuses for him. And every one of the accounts making excuses for him seem to be some anime icon and Chinese writing. And so I don't know what's going on with him or his fans, but it got picked up by other social media platforms and other people, and they posted it. And then they started posting, because he said it's a vibration collar. So it just goes on the dog's neck to get his attention, to maybe hammer home an order, a command that you're giving the dog. But then people saw, it's the internet. This guy streams a lot. There are pictures, screen caps of the actual device on his dog's neck. Hi, this is Anthony Cumia.
Hello, I'm Gavin McInnes.
And together we're Compound Censored.
And we would like you to subscribe with this deal using this promo code right below me right now.
Do it, because it's very entertaining. And he goes, this is what the device was. It's a vibration device. And it's the internet, again, with thousands, if not millions of people looking at that device, comparing it with other devices, finding the exact same device, and then putting them next to each other in pictures. And what it looks like he did was unscrew the electric prongs from this shock. It's a vibration and shock device. Unscrew the prongs, put some black duct tape over where the prongs used to reside, and go, look, it's a vibration thing. It's not an electric shock collar. And it was proven, yes, it is, by a lot of people that did the detective work and found it out. So now he's making more excuses and more excuses. And by the way, dog trainers have come forward and people that have experience with shock collars and vibration collars and said no dog would react like that to a vibration collar. You might see him get a little bit of a surprised or scratch even, thinking it's an itch. Or if he's been working with it, he might just do whatever command that vibration would have dictated at the time without a voice command also. It wouldn't go in pain and bring up its leg that is on the same side of the neck as the electric shock device. So this guy is just an asshole. He's a liar. He looks he seems very cruel in a lot of videos that I've seen that people have been posting of him previously with dogs. He is a Muslim, and they hate dogs. They see dogs as fucking, nothing, not even animals. They see him as lower than an animal. There's unbelievable cruelty to dogs in Islamic countries. This guy is very nasty to his dog. It doesn't look like he has it for any type of companionship. It's a prop. So let's take a look at the video in question. Him talking on his show. The dog will step off the bed and then step back on. At one point, his defense was also this, that the dog had somehow got himself caught on something on the bed, and that made him cry. But there's it's a smooth move right onto the bed itself. Nothing gets hung up. You'll see, like, it's not a nail that got hung up on a thread on the bed. The bed never moves. So again, more lies from this piece of shit. So let's watch.
Of all of America's much more consequential violence, okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop.
See that? You see how he reached
Jesus
over?
Christ, what are you doing?
Now
You're being
he's
such
like,
a baby.
You're being a baby.
It's just...
See, because he
You're
knows
making her
now.
stressed. She just literally is so incredibly spoiled from my mom.
Did you see his
No, she doesn't
reaction
wanna
right after?
come over here to see what's up.
He
She just wants
rewinded
to
again
fucking
to the
roam
beginning.
house because-
Did you see his
Of
reaction?
America's-
Oh, hold on. Don't play it yet. Thank you. His reaction after he does it, like, he didn't expect the dog to yelp like that. He expected the dog to just get back on the bed because he probably does this all the time. The dog's not even allowed. He was okay with the dog turning around on the bed. The second the dog's paw went on the floor, he's got to get it back on the bed, so he shocks it. Maybe the shock is up high, maybe whatever it is. He didn't expect the crying. So when that happened, all that's going through his head is, oh, fuck, that went out live. And he's like, hey, baby, what are you crying about? By the way, not a bit of sympathy. If my dog yelped like that, I would be over there saying, what happened? Checking its paws. Maybe it stepped on something or, whatever it is. You'd show a little more concern if you had any fucking feelings for your pet. But he's instantly trying to cover. He goes over, pay attention. He goes over right when the dog's paw comes off. He looks over. He gets something on his desk. He probably keeps the remote right there, and he hits the button. And the dog yelps and goes right back to its bed and lays down like it's been shocked into knowing. Watch again.
It's much more consequential violence, okay? It's the same reason as to why America, Kaya, please just fucking go, just stop.
You see? And did you see how
Jesus
tentative the dog was to even step off the bed? Maybe it's got to take a piss or shit. but you want your dog to stay on that bed, not even step off. Let him out of your stupid fuck studio, asshole. And now my take on shock collars. They do have a purpose. I don't like them. They do have a purpose, though. And they are used in training at a very low voltage. Very low voltage. If you got a dog that isn't listening, it's supposed to do nothing more than get their attention. And now he's listening to you, and you train him. You give him commands, you give him food when he does his command. It's also a way to keep them on your property. It works like an invisible fence. You bury the sensor wire around your yard, and I don't have this, by the way. And then when your dog goes over it, it will give him a little shock, and he'll know not to go past a certain point. And the vibration, which is the same unit. You could use it for just vibration or for a shock. What you don't use it for is to virtually incarcerate your pet on a fucking bed so that you have a little decoration for your podcast. And if the dog dares step off of the bed, you shock it into submission so it will get right back on that bed and lay down and continue being a little tchotchke, a little knick-knack decoration for your fucking set. So there are a couple of schools of thought as far as shock collars go. Some people are dead set against them, would never use them. Anyone that uses them is a piece of shit. And then there's people that believe that there is a use for it if they're used properly, humanely, whatever you want to say. And then there's people like this asshole who will use it on at full power to cause the dog pain to keep it in one place during your fucking shit show. So, that's where we are with that guy. How Twitch hasn't canceled him. You say certain things on Twitch, you get canceled. You do this. Hey, how you doing on Twitch? Boom, you're canceled. YouTube, same thing. And you could shock a dog. You could shock a dog till it whines like that, lets out a pain yelp, and you're still, you still got a show. I guess it all depends on how many people you're bringing in. They can't cancel him. He's probably making money for Twitch. And his supporters on this one, too. Fucking lowlives. Like I said, a lot of them are these anime and liberal bitches, whatever it is. But fuck this guy, Hasan. Hasan Chop. Hasan Chop. Oh, brother, me bread and butter. Asshole. Makes me mad. It's hard to watch even a yelp like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like watching animals getting hurt. Well, you know what I mean. Here's what is this? Oh, this fucking Katie Porter's hilarious. She's this Democrat candidate for governor, and everyone says she's blowing up her campaign. She's done. She's got shit in the past where she's talking how I think one clip I watched recently a while back, she was on a news show saying how she had a conversation with her 12-year-old daughter about abortion. Her 12-year-old came up to her and said she was scared because with abortion being made illegal, she would want to know what to do if she needed an abortion. And she conveys this story like it's supposed to look good for the pro-abortion people. It's like, nah, not really. You got your 12-year-old worrying about where she's going to get her abortion. Maybe, you should do a better job of raising that fucking kid. So she did a news interview. And again, these liberals, these women liberal Democrat bitches from California, they expect to go on a news station, for the news station to be unbelievably liberally biased, and then get a softball interview, because that's the way it's been. That's the way it's been for years now. So you go on, you're the Democrat candidate. They will kiss your big fat dumb ass, not ask you any hard questions. And now things have changed, even on a lot of these liberal stations. It depends on who the person is doing the interview, what station it is. But even they know at this point that the 100% liberal shit ain't working. It's not paying the rent. They need to put in, because even CNN has that guy at the round table now that just shits on liberals. He's a conservative guy. And all of the ones, MSNBC, they have their conservative guy. And so this woman gets in front of this other woman, reporter, and they're doing an interview. And she just loses her mind, because this interview is actually asking her questions that aren't softball questions. Watch this.
What do you say to the 40% of California voters who you'll need in order to win, who voted for Trump?
How would I need them in order to win, man?
Well, unless you think you're going to get 60% of the vote. You think you'll get 60%?
Pause for a second.
Everybody.
Pause. You could tell what a cunt this woman is just by watching her. Did you see? She goes, what are you going to do to try to get the votes of the 40% of the people that voted for Donald Trump? 40% of people in California voted for Donald Trump. And she's like, what? She leans in like, what? Why do I need any of them? Why would I need them? And then she looks at the camera like, get a little asshole over here. Get a load of this dumb bitch. She's like, meanwhile, the woman is asking a pretty valid question here. You might not get every single Democrat voter that didn't vote for Trump, because maybe every voter that didn't vote for Trump in California isn't a Democrat. There were plenty of California independents and California Republicans that didn't like Trump and did not vote for him. But this woman's just like, 60% voted against Trump. I got in the bag. I'm going to get all those voters. Why would I need even one person that voted for Trump? So it's a valid question. So why is she giving the reporter the old dummy? Looks at the camera. She does a fucking a fourth wall breakdown, looking at the camera. She's fucking Mr. Roper. Fucking cunt. So yeah, well, let's watch.
Who did not vote for Trump will vote for you. That's what you're saying.
In a general election, yes. If it is me versus a Republican, I think that I will win the people who did not vote for Trump.
What if it's you versus another Democrat?
I don't intend that to be the case.
So how do you not intend that to be the case? Are you going to ask them not to run?
No, I'm saying I'm going to build the support. I have the support already in terms of name recognition. Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to do the very best I can to make sure that we get through this primary in a really strong position. But let me be clear with you. I represented Orange County. I represented a purple area. Mm-hmm. I have stood on my own 2 feet and won Republican votes before. That's not something every candidate in this race can say. If you're from a deep blue area, if you're from LA or you're from Oakland, you don't have an experience.
But you just said you don't need those Trump voters.
Well, you asked me if I needed them to win.
So you don't think
I feel like this is unnecessarily argumentative. What is your question?
Whoa.
The question is the same thing I asked everybody, that this is being called the empowering voters to stop Trump's power grab. Every other candidate has answered this question. This is not
argumentative. And I said I support it.
So, and the question is, what do you say to the 40% of voters who voted for Trump?
Oh, I'm happy to say that. It's the do you need them to win part that I don't understand. I'm happy to answer the question as you have it written, and I'll answer it.
And we've also asked the other candidates, do you think you need any of those 40% of California voters to win? And you're saying, no, you don't.
No, I'm saying I'm going to try to win every vote I can. And what I'm saying to you is that...
Well, to those voters. Okay, so you...
I don't want to keep doing this. I'm going to call it.
Could you pause? This is fantastic. Do you see what happens when they're confronted with the most simple, easy, gentle pushback? That's what she decides she can't deal with? Being asked a follow-up question about when you say you don't need any of the people in California that voted for Trump for you to win? And you don't even make that clear, and then she follows it up, you lose your fucking mind? And I'll tell you a little something else that's going on here. That gorgeous news girl, that reporter, that candidate hates her. Hates her. Every girl in every aspect of her life, elementary school, high school, college, every girl that bullied her and made fun of her looked just like this blonde. Every girl that got the guy that she secretly fantasized about, made out with her pillow and imagined having the guy, big man on campus, the quarterback of the football team, that was completely unattainable by her, that blonde reporter got and walked arm in arm down the hallway in high school with. And this no one who was probably in the drama club with a bunch of gay men despises this pretty blonde news girl. So she didn't even like sitting down in the first place. And the gentlest of pushback, and she's got to leave. She's got to get her fat ass out of that seat. She panics. This is who you want as your governor, California? Is this a viable candidate? Someone who's going to stand up, face that pushback? I could argue that California is the single toughest state to govern. You want to be governor of California, man, you best be ready for some criticism and people telling you that perhaps you're not doing the best job. Unbelievable. The best part? She's perfect for the job. She's perfect for the job of California governor. And the people will probably vote her in because they see this as, oh, fuck them, bully. Here's our girl. She's doing a perfect job. Every misstep that normal, rational people look at and go, oh, is she fucking up her campaign? The California voter goes, she's the great. I couldn't imagine her getting any better. And then she does this, and that's our gal. That's our governor. So good luck there. Good luck there, fatty. Let's watch a little more of this go down. She's just said she's done. She's doing the take off the microphone thing. And the blonde is looking at her and ready to laugh, much like they did at the lunch table, full of popular kids looking at this slob sitting alone or with another beast eating their Friday pizza, and the cool table is laughing. They'll laugh at you. All right, let her rip.
You're not going to do the interview with us?
Nope, not like this. I'm not. Not with 7 follow-ups to every single question you ask.
Every other candidate has answered our follow-ups.
I don't care. I want to have a pleasant, positive conversation in which you ask me about every issue on this list. And if every question you're going to make up a follow-up question, then we're never going to get there.
Ms.
And
Porter,
we're just going to circle around.
I am an investigative
I have never
reporter.
had to do this before, ever.
You've never had to have a conversation with
to end an interview.
Have a conversation.
Okay, but every other candidate has done this.
What part of I'm me, I'm running for governor because I'm a leader. So I am going to make
So you're not
leader
going to
ready
answer
to
questions
leave.
from reporters? Okay, why don't we go through? I will continue to ask follow-up questions because that's my job as a journalist, but I will go through and ask these, and if you don't want to answer, you don't want to answer. So nearly every legislative...
I don't want to have an unhappy experience with you, and I don't want this all on camera.
I don't want to have an unhappy experience with you either.
Too late.
I would love to continue to ask these questions so that we can show our viewers what every candidate feels about every one of these issues that they care about. And redistricting is a massive issue. We're going to do an entire story just on the responses to that question. And I've asked everybody the same follow-up questions.
That is fantastic. What a crash. She just fucking... And there are other videos of her doing like similar things. I don't know if I have the other one. I don't think so. But it's pretty funny. She's like yelling at someone in the background of one of her videos. Like, get out of my fucking shot. She's on camera just doing stupid things on Zoom meetings. So perfect. She's perfect. Oh, here it is. Yeah, let's watch this.
Prematurely to air pollution and other problems, and the state could lose. Get out of my fucking shot.
I wanted to tell you that that's actually incorrect. It's not that it's electric vehicles. It's that if we don't meet the commitments under the Paris Climate Accord.
Okay, it does. Okay, you also were in my shot before that. Stay out of my shot. Okay, I'm going to start again with electric vehicles saving us money. It's dying.
She's the worst. Like everything's on camera with her. Every dumb outburst and stupid shit she does and says. Oh, you gotta love it. What's she think? It's 1960? You could just say shit to your underlings like that and no one's gonna see it? Oh, that is fan-fucking-tastic. Fan-fucking-tastic. So, if you enjoyed that clip...
Then subscribe to Compound Censored using this promo code.